Here's another garden update on what's happening. It's just exploded.
Well, hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. And today I'm gonna take you out to the garden and show you what's going. It is exploding on me. So I'm also gonna take you and show you what I've canned this last week or so and give you a little look-see. It's been, some of it's even longer than, a couple weeks ago. Because I still have the cherry juice sitting on the counter, but I just opened a quart of it this morning, and it's so good to have a little bit of that in your water or just straight. It's so good for you. Anyway, so let me just hop right in and we're gonna go out to the garden. I'm gonna show you how it's growing. So I've already put some of the pickles away, but there's still kosher dills here, so cherry juice there. I've got hot and spicy salsa. It's all Mrs. Wages. This one I did off camera last month. Dilly beans, and I did bean pieces too, because you have to cut off quite a bit to get the perfect little purdy jar. You know what I'm saying? You have to cut off a bit. So a dozen dilly beans out of the garden, bread and butter pickles. There's still a pint out, 2 pints out in the garage that I've got designated for somebody else. Oh, and the horseradish dills. Oh my goodness. This is I think that's my favorite dill. Spicy, but the only thing, I wish it had more dill flavor. But yeah, horseradish and roasted garlic pickles. Yep, for the win. So, that being said, over here, ooh, we have a little harvest. I'm still working on garlic. This bowl was full, and I'm trying to work on a video for you. I've been peeling, but it took hours just to peel down that much. This is a 12-cup bowl, so I had 12 cups of garlic cloves out of the garden, all hard neck. Little cherry tomatoes. These are delicious. I'll probably have some more to pick, so I might as well take a bowl with me. Tomatoes are coming on, so not enough to can, but definitely enough to make a tomato pie. So I have tomato pie in my future today. And let's go on to the garden. Let's go see what we got. Okay, whoops. Okay, here we go. Look at this tomato plant. It has come up to the deck. This is a cherry tomato. And it has come up to the deck. And coming through the railing, up to the top of the railing on the other side. I mean, there's tomatoes. I've got cherry tomatoes. These are pretty large cherry tomatoes too. Some of those ones you saw in there. A little eggplant. I need to pick these and do something with them, but that's about dying back. It's been pretty hot, and we're gonna have 100-degree temperatures. So excuse my bag for when I pull weeds or I cut out a plant. Anything I need to pull, I get out of there. Look at the beautiful dill. I want everything dill. So I might dill some carrots for the pantry. Those are really good to have too. But lots of basil. I love it. Speaking of carrots, this carrot bed is doing really good. I could plant a few fillers in here. I see a couple of them, late bloomers, popping up. So don't give up. But yeah, nice amount of carrots. So I see here's 2 together. I've got to pull this one. Darn it. I hate having to do that, but you do have to thin them. So you have to make sure you didn't get 2 seeds there. I did these with seed tape, but sometimes they get them too close together. So I've got rhubarb here, and I believe this is these little plants there. I believe. Oh yeah, that's arugula. Oh, it tastes so good. I love that in a salad. It's my favorite, one of my favorite greens. So I'm gonna give you a little heads up on what I'm gonna do. Look at all these beans, and I picked beans this morning. Some of these though aren't ready yet. They'll be ready by tomorrow. And the dozen jars of dilly beans that I did,
that was over the course of 2 weeks of just picking, a handful or two every morning or night. So I've got this spaghetti squash, and it's putting on fruit. It's got, do we have two? Yeah, there's another little baby there. And that's just stuffed in there. But I am going to take this sage out and this oregano. There is no way on this green earth that I can ever use that much sage or oregano. And so it's taking up bed space, and I'm going to take it out. And next year, I'm going to build an arbor of sorts for pole beans. So I will have a new pole bean situation, but it's holding up pretty good. Okay, peppers galore. Okay, so I've got peppers. Look at these beauties. These are that spicy Anaheim pepper. And the first ones that came on got a scalded spot, and I just tossed them. But, and then I'm so excited about this. I never get bells, and look at these beautiful bell peppers that I've got in here. A couple of them are pretty good size. So, and then of course, serranos. These are loaded. Serranos, serrano jalapeno, and I didn't buy one, but that's a cayenne, so they snuck a cayenne pepper in my mix. Lettuces, slow growing, I'll tell you. And then here I have a habanero. Look at the size of these habaneros too. They're beautiful. So I'm excited. There's those chilies. I'm super excited about those. More spaghetti squash. Look at, I got 4 right there in my viewfinder. And I noticed on this side, one was going up high. But these are all green beans as well. So it might be hard to see. Oh, I gotta pick this chard. I need to get in there and just pull the chard out. I pulled some of them, but I need to pick some more Swiss chard. And the bees are buzzing. I see over there is a squash that's and there's one down there on that flower. There's gonna be tons of spaghetti squash. So this bed, holy moly. Ooh, look at this big old tomato in there. Let's pick it. It's huge. Look at this. Big. That's a stuffer. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Off this little tiny plant. And I think there's another one in here. Yep. Oh, somebody's eating my other one. Dang it. Okay. I gotta get it out of there. Darn it. Potato bugs. Well, craptastic. Sorry about that. Okay, you go in there. Let's see if I can get this one. Well, I'm glad I pulled it before they got to that one. Let's pull this one too. They were only eating one of them. That's weird. Okay, so I got 2 beautiful tomatoes. And there's more on that plant. And then here's a little Roma. I'll go ahead and pull one of those. Look at that. There's several on here. Put those there. It's a little windy, but so beautiful Swiss chard still coming on strong in this bed. I'm so impressed with these. And I believe this variety here is the giant, which I'm going to plant some more for fall. And my cabbage. Okay, so I've got cabbage will be picked this week. Look at these big, beautiful heads. And somebody has helped themselves to this one. I don't know what would have done that. I mean, if any of you know, let me know. They just carved out they went to town on it. I hope they enjoyed it. This is my parsley, more lettuces. I want to take you over here though. Look at this. It has taken over this area. And rhubarb and Swiss chard, and I mean, it's just crazy how much food you can grow in a pretty small space if you think about it. So this is all another spaghetti squash, and they're everywhere. Oh, and there's squash blossoms. So I'm going to pick a couple of these females. You can eat these, so take those in, stuff them. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. Oh, this one's got a baby on it, so I can't pick that one, but I can pick this one. And you just leave a few for pollinating, you know. So we're gonna have tons of spaghetti squash off of one. I think I planted the whole package of seeds. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful red cabbage is being pulled this week. And in fact, I'm gonna pull one today for my girlfriend. Or I'll pull 2 of them, I don't know. Blueberries, still getting a few. I mean, there's still a few on there. Swiss chard is nice in there, and that's stuff I planted from seed. This tomato plant, this is all one tomato plant. That's the one that's going up on the deck, and it is loaded. In fact, you can see it's leaning its support, or the blueberry support, because it's so heavy. And these are big. They say a cherry tomato, but look how big these are. These are big tomatoes. I mean, there's my thumb, right? Those are big cherry tomatoes. And tomatoes over here. This is another cherry, but it's not near as big, and it's the sun gold, which these are super sweet. Very sweet. Oh yeah. Okay. And then this is the tomato bed. And these are all small, but so good. Let's pick a couple. Nice little tomatoes. They're like a Campari tomato. So I don't know how much. Oh, this one's got damage on the bottom. I hate that. I just toss them in the bed. All right. I can't even describe how excited I am about this. Let's go down and check the rhubarb. I haven't been down here in a minute. My dry grass. Ooh, looky. Need some water. So I do have a few stalks I could pull and do some rhubarb juice with. So I might do that. One more pick. I'm not going to pick these, of course, but this looks like something's going on with this plant. With all those spots on there. If anybody knows, let me know. They've all got it. Okay. So here we go. Tomatoes, peppers, tomatoes. That's like a tree. And cabbage and squash, and I'm so excited. I'm very, very happy with how it's coming along, and a lot of food. Tons of food. My little cucumbers, they gave me a few, but not very many. This rhubarb is thriving in here, and so is this Swiss chard. That's going to get picked today too. Okay. Yeah. Oop, I see a cucumber. I better pick it. I'm going to do something different with the cucumbers next year too, because I like to do pickles, and you can get them pretty cheap. You can still get them to where it only costs you about $1 a quart to can them. But yeah, look at it. Here's another baby spaghetti squash lurking amongst the Swiss chard. Okay, and more green beans. These I planted later, so we'll get another run of them, and those will all go in to be pressure canned. So guys, I hope it inspires you to take what space you have and use it. And if you can get stuff that comes back every year, like the asparagus and the rhubarb, it pays to do that. And then you can store that winter squash. It'll be good till next April once you pick it. So I'm super excited about that. And I'll be able to grow Swiss chard all winter. I am growing, I did start these seeds. This is a spinach mustard. So if you pick it when it's young, it is got a spinach flavor. If you let it go, then it turns to that mustardy bite, which I love. And I've got both containers here, have some, and then the little pot over there, I put some in. So we'll see how they grow. But I'm gonna go take in my harvest and call it delicious. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you next time for another wonderful garden update and or a recipe using something from the garden. All right, guys. Oh, can you see some cowboy candy in my future? I sure do.
So it's a great garden time of the year, and I love it. I'm so excited, and I'm busy every single day after working on the weekends.